Hey, Lauren Gordon here. In this video, I want to talk about the only way to get and stay confident as a coach. My name is Lauren Gordon. I'm a business mentor for online coaches who have high-ticket offers that they believe in and stories to tell. And I help my students attract clients for their offers through telling their stories and using storytelling in their marketing. Now, this is a topic that I personally have gone through so many times, and I feel like all of us do, but it's not one of those topics that's really talked about very much. And here's what I want to say first. Once I became a mom, and if you've been in my world for a while, you'll hear me talk about being a mother and, balancing kids and business. You'll hear me talk about that a lot because that's just my life. Currently, at the time of filming this, I have 2 kids under 2, and it's crazy. But I remember the month after my first daughter was born, Stella, I had her, and there was this moment where, I don't want to call it a freak out moment, but it was definitely a moment where I questioned myself and I questioned the path that I was on. I questioned the offers that I had at the time in my coaching business. I questioned, did people really need this? Did people really want it? There was so much doubt going on within me, like internally, and I'd never really experienced that level of it because I'd always been a fairly confident person and I'd never struggled with it to that extent. And then, whether it was hormones or whatever, I was, postpartum, you know how it is if you're a mom or if you've had babies before. So I was in that pretty vulnerable kind of postpartum state and just really questioning a lot of my business and my offers and my work. And I sat back and at first I started doing things that I thought would quickly help me refine that confidence because I knew it was still there. It was still inside me to some extent. It was somewhere in there because I had been very, very, very confident myself before that at different points in my journey. And so the first thing I did was I turned to my trusted favorite lipstick and I started putting lipstick back on every day. And this is something that I would normally do. I would wear lipstick every day. So I started doing that again, thinking, that would get me back into the mood. I'd get more confident. And I started doing that every day. I started wearing my favorite lipstick. I slowly started buying some new clothes and doing a lot of things that, looking back now, I can see that it just patched the hole, right? So when it comes to confidence and building confidence, we can do things that give us a boost of confidence in the moment. We can do things that give us a little wave, right? That little feel-good thing, right? That little tiny bit of confidence, and it gets us through that moment of doubt, or it gets us through that day, or maybe even that week. But unless you're doing something that's actually sustainable, that confidence is going to go right back down the next week, or it's going to go right back down the next month, or the next day. And this is what I see happen for a lot of coaches. They'll be on this roller coaster of like, woohoo, I believe in it. I love my offers. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? Do people even want this? Oh, I love my offers. They're so awesome. They're just life-changing. Oh, do people actually need it? Is it worth it? Is it valuable? And it's like this roller coaster, right? Maybe you've been there, or maybe you're here right now. But for me, I started doing all these kind of short-term temporary fixes that I didn't realize were temporary until I was sitting back and looking at what I was actually doing on a daily basis. And I broke down everything I was doing to try and get more confident and really figure out why I was still on this roller coaster. And I wrote down everything I was doing, and it included, buying myself new clothes to try and feel better, and wearing the lipstick, and all these external things. And I realized the one thing that I hadn't been doing as much as I had in the past was my work. And what I mean by this is I had not been doing the work that I was so passionate about teaching my clients. I'd been doing it to some extent, but I realized that in that moment, I hadn't honestly been doing it as much as I should have. And I definitely wasn't doing as much of my own work that I was teaching my clients. who were having phenomenal results with the work that I was teaching them. And I sat back, and at first I felt quite like an imposter, because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not doing my own work that I teach or that I preach. I'm not doing it enough. And so I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? If I want to build confidence in myself, yes, I could slap on the lipstick. Yes, I could get my lashes done. Yes, I could do this. Yes, I could, do these temporary fixer-uppers, right? Or I could do more of my work and more of the things that I teach and experience the life-changing results for myself that my clients are getting, right? So that's what I did. And I doubled down on doing every single thing that I was telling my clients to do. So I'd get off a coaching call with one of my clients, and whatever advice I gave them that day, I would make sure I did it in my own business. I'd make sure I did it in my own life, or at least applied it in the next day or 2 or 3. And before you know it, I was directly seeing the results that my work brought. And I was the one experiencing it, not my clients. My clients were as well, but I was the one experiencing my work and the results of my work consistently. And that was really when the confidence switch actually flipped. And it wasn't, for the first time, it wasn't a huge confidence spike and then a drop. It was this constant growth, confident, because I was doing my own work. Every single thing I was telling a client to do on my calls, I was making sure that I was doing the same thing in my business, doing the same thing in my life, doing the same thing in my marketing, doing the same thing just across the board. I was making sure that I was doing my own work. So this is the message that I want to share here with you. If you are a coach and maybe you're currently on this confidence roller coaster, in order to get off of it and actually build confidence that lasts, there's only one way to do that. And it's to do more of your work. Do more of the things that you are currently telling your clients to do, the things that it's so easy and natural for you to teach. Make sure you're doing enough of it in your own life. Period. And this is especially true for those of you guys that are new coaches and you don't have clients yet, or maybe you have some pro bono clients, maybe you've had a few and you're just working towards that consistency, or maybe the first 10K month, maybe your first 6 figures, right? You're still growing, you're in that growth period and really establishing your message, your audience, right? You're building. This is even more important. I recently also got off a call with some of my students, and this came up as well. This came up in there where one of them was like, I believe in my offer, but I'm also not confident in talking about it all the time. And one of the things that I asked her was, I said, are you doing the work? Are you doing what you teach? Are you a living example of the things that you are promising you can help your ideal clients do, right? Listen, if you have life-changing work, if you have if you have knowledge, if you have tools, if you have tricks that you know you can help somebody else use to change their life, and you can teach somebody else, the easiest way to build your own confidence, build confidence in your offers, especially if you have a high-ticket, high-priced premium offers. This is so important. If you sell one-to-one coaching, you have a group program, you have a high-ticket course, you have a program, a mastermind. If you have a high-ticket coaching offer and you want to be able to attract people to you, it starts with confidence, but it starts with confidence in your work, confidence in what you're selling, confidence in what you are offering to the world, right? You've got to be sold on you if you expect to ever sell somebody else on you, right? And the easiest way to do that consistently is to simply practice what you preach. And as simple as this sounds, here's the funny part. As coaches, it's so natural for us to teach. It's so easy, one would say, to see somebody in a situation that we've been in and go, hey, yeah, you need to do X, Y, Z, and that's how you solve that problem, right? I could teach all day long. I do teach all day long. I coach all day long. It's very natural for me. It's easy. But what I find that's oftentimes not as easy for whatever reason is sometimes we get so wrapped up in, working on our businesses. Maybe if you're still working in your business, you forget to really, truly practice what you preach on a daily basis, right? So for me, what that looks like is if I'm telling my clients to go out and tell a story every day, I better be telling a story every day, right? Or if I'm telling my clients that, they should do at least, one video every other day, then I should probably be doing something like that, right? Like, that's my point here is if you really want to build true lasting confidence in yourself as a coach, especially a coach who has a high ticket, premium priced offer, 3K, 5K, 10K, 20K, 30K, whatever, you've got to get behind your offer and the results that you're capable of giving or the results that you're capable of helping somebody get. And the easiest way to do that is to experience the results yourself. Experience your own work. Be on the receiving end of it, right? And this is applicable at all levels. Most of my clients come to me with the goal of 10K months, right? That's the most common goal I hear from my clients, my ideal people. They are more so at the beginning. They believe in their work. They know they can change lives. It's changed their own life and they want to be doing 10K months. They want to be making at least 6 figures. And I always say the easiest way to make that happen very quickly is first and foremost, you got to have that confidence, right? So the easiest way to do that is to consistently practice what you preach. And the other amazing thing that happens when you do this is people notice. Right? If you are going out there saying, the best way to lose weight is by, going for a morning walk every single day. Well, you should be putting out in your content, in your social media, in your online presence, videos and snapshots and pictures of you doing that daily morning walk, right? That is also such a simple thing that makes somebody trust you, right? I can't tell you how many times that I've had clients that have come to me initially, or they've booked a call with me, and then on the call they'll say, "Oh yeah, I totally stalked you. I stalked your social media, or blah blah. I wanted to see some stories that you were telling." And I'm like, "Cool, yeah, I would do that as well." If the roles were flipped, I would make sure the coach that I'm hiring is practicing what they're preaching, right? So that's why I told a story here, right? Every single piece of content you see from me, I have some sort of story element in it because that's what I teach, right? I teach coaches how to make more sales and sell their high ticket stuff by telling stories, right? So I got to do that, right? And that's how my confidence, instead of doing this, the roller coaster, it's at a constant, right? Because I'm experiencing what happens when I do the work that I teach, right? So imagine that. Imagine if you did the work that you teach your clients so effortlessly and you did it every single day, right? And you actually experienced the changes and the transformations that happen when you do your work. You're never going to have a confidence issue because you're going to be living proof that what you teach works. There's not going to be that question. You're going to know. You're going to know that what you do is amazing. What you do is absolutely worth every single penny and more. You're going to know that it's priceless, right? I always like to say we have to put a price tag on our work because that's just how sales work. But I believe that a lot of coaches and their life-changing work is priceless, right? If you really want to believe that though, and say that out loud and actually get behind it, do your work. Do your work, do your work, do your work, and practice what you preach. Okay, so I hope this video helped. If you want help actually attracting clients for the offers that you believe in, and you have a high ticket offer, a one-to-one coaching program, a group program, a mastermind, or a course, then this is what I help my clients do. I help them attract students and clients for their high ticket offers through storytelling, through telling their own authentic stories on social media through very, very simple story-based content. So if this is something that you want help doing and you want to work with somebody who's been there, done that, and you want a high level of support, high level guidance, and step-by-step roadmap on how to do this, then click the link somewhere in this video. There should be a link where you can book a call with me and we can sit down, look at your business and see if this is something that we can help you with. And if it is, then we can give you some options on how to get my help on a further level, and I will see you there. So that's it for this video. If this resonates and you want more help attracting high ticket clients for your coaching offers that you believe in, and you want somebody who's going to lift you up and teach you how to actually make these lasting changes, such as in your confidence and your sales confidence, your mindset, right? I'm all about creating lasting results, things that actually will last instead of just patching the hole. And confidence is just one of the things that I work with my clients and my students on, because I know the more confident that you are, the more people that will be attracted to you and the more money you will make as a coach. So if this resonates and you want more help growing your coaching business and specifically selling your high ticket offers, go ahead and click the link to book a call and I will talk to you soon. Otherwise, have a great day and I will see you in the next video.